We are back here in Madden 25 franchise mode, and today you guys might notice that the rosters are looking significantly different to what they are currently in Madden 25. The reason for that is because today I loaded in the 2018 roster. So now we have guys like Tom Brady, Gronk, Luke Kuechly, T.Y. Hilton, Adam Vinatieri, etc., Patrick Peterson, Larry Fitzgerald. They're all back in the league, and a lot of them are high overalls too. Patrick Peterson 92, Larry Fitzgerald 91. But today what we're going to be doing with this roster overhaul is we're going to be doing a fantasy draft, and we're going to try and draft the best possible team with this roster loaded in and see if we can win a Super Bowl. And before we jump into this fantasy draft, I will put the name of the roster up on the screen right now. So if you guys want to try it out, feel free. Huge shout out to the guy that made it. I can only imagine how long this took. So let's see what pick we get here. So we get pick 18. Russell Wilson, he goes first. Derek Carr goes number 2. I didn't check a lot of the overalls here, so like Derek Carr, he could be a 99 for all I know. But Carson Wentz, though, I'm pretty sure he is a high overall. He goes 3. Jared Goff 4. And then, a couple other quarterbacks. And then some other players around there. So Jadeveon Clowney just got drafted right ahead of us. So let's see who's on the board here. I'm not going to sort by scout status. We'll go overall grade. So Le'Veon Bell, Gronk, AB, Luke Kuechly still here, Todd Gurley at 96 overall. He used to be absolutely insane. Khalil Mack is here, Earl Thomas, Harrison Smith, AJ Green. So there's a lot of guys here on both sides of the ball that would be major contributors to this team. But it is the first round, and as much as I'd like to get a guy like Gronk or AB, even Luke Kuechly would be nice. We do kind of have to go quarterback if we want to see a Super Bowl here, because we're only going one season. This isn't like a multi-year thing. Patrick Mahomes is a 76. Wow, Eli Manning's in here. Like, we could just go on and on. Andrew Luck, 73 overall. How old is he at this point? He's 27, and he's a 73 overall. Wow. But yeah, like I was saying, like, we could just go on and on through all this, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to bore you guys because, like, again, like, there's so many players. Colin Kaepernick is even in here. Like, Sam Bradford, Teddy Two Gloves is in here. I mean, of course he's in here. Like, he was in the league at that time, but, like, him being a 65 overall is kind of weird, though. Like, I'm a Vikings fan. Teddy Bridgewater, one of my favorite Vikings of all time. I have his jersey. See him at a 65 is insane. Joe Webb, Vikings legend right there too. But yeah, I'm getting a little distracted here. Taysom Hill's a 57 overall. Mark Sanchez is in here. He could be our franchise quarterback here. We could take him. But yeah, this is all the quarterbacks. And yeah, again, I'm not going to bore you guys. We're going to make our pick here. We are going to be taking Mr. Drew Brees because it is the first round. We're only going one season. We need the best quarterback we can possibly get, and I'd imagine after round 1 the quarterback selection will be pretty slim. So we're going to get a 92 overall. Drew Brees, welcome to the team. And I think what I'll be doing is I'll probably go like 20-25 rounds, somewhere around there. So Larry Fitzgerald is still on the board. Let's see, so there's plenty of defensive guys available. A lot of safeties up here in the top 7 players on the board. So I think what I want to do is maybe I do build out the defense first. Like, I saw Fletcher Cox is here. Let me look at the defensive linemen. So Fletcher Cox, 92 overall. Mike Daniels, I'm pretty sure he's an interior guy if I'm not mistaken. And then Cameron Hayward. So what I think I'll do is I'll take Fletcher Cox here, add another 92 overall to the team just on the other side of the ball. Fletcher Cox, welcome to the team. And in round 3, I think I want to add a pass catcher for Drew Brees to throw the ball to. Larry Fitzgerald, he's a 91 overall. He's still on the board. How old is Larry here? He's 34. He's still got plenty of gas in the tank. He's a 91 overall. And we will be adding him to our offense here. And Eric Weddle's just been sitting here. He's a 92 overall. He's been sitting here for a while. He's one of the last couple of 90 overall players remaining. So we're just going to add him here. All the teams are passing on him. We're not going to. Eric Weddle, 92 overall. Welcome to the team. And now here in round 5, I think I want to add another player. So LaShawn McCoy, he's getting passed up upon as well. He's a 94 overall. He's 29, so I mean, I guess like age is kind of being considered here. But I mean, getting a good running back in Madden Sim is very important. But let me look at this selection. So, I mean, Jerick McKinnon, dude, I loved him when he was on the Vikings. But, I mean, there's a lot of good running backs. So, I mean, I kind of want to take LaShawn McCoy, but I feel like we could probably get a solid one in the next couple of rounds. We really do need an edge rusher though. JJ Watt is here, Everson Griffin, but Terrell Suggs is still on the board here at 88 overall. Very hard to pass up on him. He's listed at outside linebacker, but we will be moving him to edge after the draft. So yeah, Terrell Suggs here in round 5. Welcome to the team. Ndamukong Suh is still available in round 6. I mean, there's a lot of solid interior guys here, but Ndamukong Suh is the highest rated one at 87 overall. It's very hard to pass up on him and make this defense even better. So we're going to take him here, add him to this defense, which is already shaping out to be very good. So now we go on to round 7. I think if LaShawn McCoy is still here, I'm just going to take him. He's not. Okay. So Donald Penn at 91 overall. He is the last 90 on the board. I mean, I guess not. Andrew Whitworth is here, but he's not on the top players. I guess that just makes so much sense. And the right guard glitch is still here. This is something I pointed out, like, I don't know, I think like 6 months ago or something like that. If you sort by player age though, then it goes by overall. No idea why that is the way it is, but it's EA, so we won't question it. But yeah, I mean, I think what I want to do here... Oh, I have not taken a corner. I just realized that. Oh my gosh, dude, I do this every fantasy draft. I forget to take a corner. Yeah, we might as well just take Jimmy Smith here. He's the highest rated corner. I probably could get a higher overall at another position, but we do need a corner, and we need a corner like desperately. So yeah, Jimmy Smith, welcome to the defense. In round 8, we are going to be going back to the offensive side of the ball. Andrew Whitworth is now showing up in the top 7. I don't know why he wasn't before, but I mean, it is what it is. But Donald Penn is the highest rated player on the board, even though he's tied with Andrew Whitworth. I guess he might have some overall points that are a little bit better. But yeah, Donald Penn will be our first offensive lineman added to this team. And next, we're going to add another wide receiver to this team for Drew Brees. Deshaun Jackson, the speedster, 95 speed, is still on the board. We will be adding him here and getting Drew Brees another guy to throw to. I think next round, maybe I go running back. I mean, I guess we'll see who's on the board because I do still need another corner too. So Mark Ingram is here, Christian McCaffrey, Jerick McKinnon. I feel like these guys will be available pretty late. I mean, it's around 10, so like I can't imagine they'll go anytime soon if they're still here. Brent Grimes though, like I said earlier, I always forget to take corners. So I mean, I might as well just take one now so we don't really have to be too concerned about that. So yeah, Brent Grimes, we'll just take him in round 10. Maybe now I just go with the running back. I mean, why not? Mark Ingram, we'll reunite him with Drew Brees. We'll add Mark Ingram here. I think that was round 12, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, it's round 12 now. Okay, round 11, we take Mark Ingram. So now maybe I take a linebacker. I have not done that yet, have I? So Derek Johnson is here. What about outside linebacker? Not really too much to be desired there. We do still need another edge rusher, which would probably be a good idea pretty soon. But Derek Johnson is here. I used to really like this guy back in the day. But when I say back in the day, that was like 7 years ago, which is kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, Derek Johnson, we'll be adding them here. Our first linebacker added to the team, and now we go to round 13. So, I mean, we could use some more offensive linemen. There's a lot of good ones on the board though, but what I think I'll do instead is I'm going to take Brandon Graham and complete our defensive line because we do need another edge rusher. So Brandon Graham at 79 overall will complete our defensive line here in this round. And now we do still need a tight end. I completely forgot about tight end. I don't know what it is with me and forgetting corners and tight end, but pretty much every fantasy draft, like if you've seen other fantasy draft videos of mine, you guys would know I forget about corners. It's insane how I continue to do it. But yeah, James Cook here. He used to be the guy I would always get as my fantasy tight end when I was a lot younger. So we get him here. That's just a little fun fact. And also, if you guys do want to see like a full like couple season rebuild of me using this roster import, make sure to let me know in the comments. I will gladly do one because I'm pretty sure there's also draft classes that like sync up with it as well. So doing a rebuild like that would work out and would be probably pretty cool to do. So if you would like to see that, make sure to let me know in the comments and I will gladly do that. But yeah, we do still need a strong safety. and Mike Mitchell appears to be the highest rated safety, so we will be taking him here. He's a free safety. We'll move him to strong safety after the draft. And now I think we just go ham and get the best offensive line in the game. So Richie Incognito is here in round 16, 88 overall, top of the board. We will be adding him here to our offensive line, and I'm pretty sure he was teammates with Donald Penn before, if I'm not mistaken. I know they both played for the Raiders at some point, so there might have been some link up there. But what about center? Ryan Jensen, right guard. What's the highest rated one here? So Laurent Duvernay Tardif, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure this guy became a doctor, if I'm not mistaken. So what about right tackle? Zach Streif, and then Mike, I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm not even going to try. So we'll just go with Zach here, add another tackle to this team. And then we'll see if Ryan Jensen, the center, is still here. I believe he will, and he's not. Okay, so Ryan Jensen gets taken. We will be getting Russell Bodine. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Leaving us with just one spot on this offensive line. We'll just be taking the best guard available here, and hopefully it's someone solid. Ronald Leary at 78 overall. What about left guard? We will be taking Mr. Mike here and then moving him to right guard. And so now here in round 20, we do still need a slot receiver as well as a slot corner. So we will be dealing with that right now. So Ted Ginn Jr., I believe he played with Drew Brees as well. So we're really building this offense around Drew Brees, which is a pretty good idea. I mean, he is kind of our quarterback. So Ted Ginn, and this team is also pretty ancient. Like, everyone on this team is pretty old, which, I mean, granted, I'm kind of capitalizing on the fact that like teams are passing up older players even though they're high overall, so they kind of fall and then we still get them. But Wesley Woodyard, we do need 2 more linebackers, and there's still plenty of linebackers on the board, so we're just going to add another one here. Wesley Woodyard, welcome to this defense here in round 21. And now we will add the slot cornerback for this defense and complete this defense here in round 22. I don't believe there's any positions we need. Oh, we do need 1 more linebacker, that's right. But outside of that, the defense is complete. Tremaine Williams Sr. is the highest rated corner on here, and we will be taking him here, 34 years old. This is what I mean, this team is absolutely ancient. But I mean, we get good value. A 77 overall slot corner isn't too bad of value in round 22. But yeah, we're going to just take another linebacker. But yeah, we will take Carlos Dansby here, and that will be the last linebacker we need. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure this team defensively is complete. Offensively, I mean, we could use a backup tight end, and we could use a 4th wide receiver. So Eric Decker, we're only going to take him because he went to Minnesota, because I'm a Gophers fan. Even though I'm an extreme casual when it comes to college football, I'm still a Gophers fan. You know, I could probably name you like 3 players off the team, but I'll still cheer for them. But yeah, so we'll get a backup tight end, and then outside of that, the draft is pretty much done. Like, the team is pretty much complete. I guess I could take a fullback and kicker and punter, so I guess I'll do that. But yeah, Antonio Gates here. He's going to be a backup tight end, which is kind of crazy to say. I mean, he is 37. So, I mean, I guess it does make sense. But we'll go with a fullback here. James I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm not even going to try. I believe Kyle Juszczyk is a 92 overall in this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it says he's ranked number 2. So, Mr. James is the 2nd highest rated fullback in here. So, what about kicker and punter? So, Chris Boswell, I don't think there's a kicker rated higher than him in this. So, I mean, we'll see here what it says. Yeah, he's ranked number 2. So I guess there is a kicker that's rated higher than him. And then we'll see for punter. We can check after the draft who those players are specifically. And then Brent Kern, 87 overall. I'm pretty sure he's the highest rated punter. Oh, he's ranked 2. So I guess I was wrong on that. He's ranked number 2. But yeah, outside of that, I mean, we don't really need anything. But yeah, outside of that, that is the end of the draft. Round 29. I went a couple more rounds than what I said, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes as a GM, I get a little carried away. So we'll just advance to the end of the draft, and that was quick. And now we'll check out what the team's looking like. So we're an 85 overall, 88 offense, 83 defense. Well, actually, I do still need to move a few positions around, so we'll do that real quick. Also, the highest rated kicker is Greg Zuerlein at 92 overall. What about punter? It's Johnny Hecker. So that was when the Rams special teams unit was just absolutely elite. So yeah, that's something. But yeah, I'm going to move a few positions around and then we'll check out the roster. So the defense did go up to an 84 overall after I moved a few positions around. I think the offense stayed the same at 88. But yeah, this team is an 86 overall. I'm honestly surprised it wasn't a little bit higher, but you know, I guess it is what it is. But this offense looks absolutely insane. 92 overall Drew Brees, Mark Ingram, 91 overall Larry Fitzgerald, Deshaun Jackson, Ted Ginn Jr., and then Jared Cook, who I also believe played with Drew Brees as well, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Drew Brees has a lot of familiarity with a lot of these guys on this offense, which is very good. Offensive line, phenomenal. We have a phenomenal fullback. This offense is looking elite. And at 88 overall, that might be the highest rated offense in the game. It's very possible for that as well. We're a 34% scheme fit, which, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much, but that's very interesting to say the least. But yeah, we will be running the Bengals playbook just because that one is like insanely good. Defensive playbook, we will be switching to the Bills one because that one's also insanely good. But yeah, only if simulation wasn't so playbook dependent, then we wouldn't have to deal with that every time. But yeah, defensive wise, this defensive line is actually insane. Terrell Suggs, Fletcher Cox, and Ndamukong Suh, Brandon Graham, this defensive line is actually ridiculously insane. Like, we don't have to blitz like ever because this defensive line is going to be getting pressure in like half a second on every play. Like, that's crazy. Secondary wise, as you guys know, kind of forgot to take a corner earlier on. Is what it is though. We got Jimmy Smith, Brent Grimes, and I did not remember drafting Pierre Desir. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but apparently he's a 78 overall. Again, I don't remember drafting him, but he is 1 overall point above the guy I did actually draft, so I guess he'll end up going in the slot. And then of course we got Eric Weddle, Mike Mitchell, and at strong safety. And then our linebackers, Wesley Woodyard, Derek Johnson, and Carlos Dansby. So we are an 84 overall, which is a bit low, but I feel like this team can outplay its overall, most definitely. I mean, we have playmakers on both sides of the ball, and we have a lot of playmakers on both sides of the ball, to be quite frank. And we also have an elite special teams unit as well. Chris Boswell, he's up to a 96 overall. Like, when did that happen? I'm pretty sure, like, I know we had a couple upgrades, but I didn't even, like, go through the upgrades. I just had it so the CPU did the upgrades, and he's also number 0. But, I mean, I guess he had, like, 6 upgrades or something, because I didn't even look. I just saw upgrade players, and then I had the CPU do it, and he's up to a 96 now. So, our special teams unit got even better. But, yeah, Ted Ginn returning kicks, and Deshaun Jackson returning punts. So, yeah, we have an elite special teams, and maybe they'll carry us to a Super Bowl win. So with that being said, we will go on to sim through the season. We'll do a quick record prediction. I'll go with 11-6. I feel like that will be our record for this season. If you guys want, you can comment yours, and without further ado, we'll go ahead and sim through the season. And as the season simulation is coming to an end, like I said earlier, if you guys would like to see me do a long-term rebuild of a team using this roster, make sure to let me know in the comments which team you guys would like to see me do. I feel like it would be a pretty good concept to do, and I kind of like the idea. We go 14-3, so we did quite a bit better. We won the AFC by 2 games. The Chargers went 12-5, so we dominated this season. Terrell Suggs, 23 sacks. Larry Fitzgerald led the league in receiving yards and 120 receptions as well. So Larry Fitzgerald, he went absolutely insane. And our team ranks are insane as well. 3rd with points, 5th for pass yards. With the Bengals playbook, your rush yards aren't really that good anyways, but getting 18th, I mean, that's not horrible. We're 1st with points, 3rd with pass yards, and 18th against the run, which, to be fair, 18th against the run isn't that good, but we're only averaging 68 per game in terms of rush yards against us. So, I mean, that's not even like that bad, I don't think, but I don't know, maybe I'm a casual, but I guess it's actually 3rd place and it was just glitched out because I thought there was like no way that made any sense. But yeah, we're actually 3rd place, but we are taking on the Browns here, who did not really have that good of team ranks outside of defensive points and defensive pass yards. Everything else is pretty bad. I mean, they are horrible against the run. They're 31st, and they're horrible passing the ball on offense. They're 31st for that as well. And they don't score a lot of points. They're 29th with that. So the Browns were kind of like not that good I guess. I mean, they go 9-8. Did they win their division? They did not. They got the 7th seed. They tied for winning their division, though, which is kind of surprising because they're averaging 17 points a game. So, like, that's not very good. But, I mean, they go 9-8, so I guess it worked out for them somehow, some way. But yeah, we will see if we can take down the Cleveland Browns here at home in the divisional round and go on. And we do. We shut them out 24-0. Now we take on a division rival led by Derek Carr. So Derek Carr's a 95 overall. I believe he went number 2 in the draft, if I'm not mistaken. They also have CJ Mosley and Solomon Thomas, who's a 93 overall. But their team ranks are just glitched out. It's showing the Browns ones. So we don't get a proper scouting report ahead of this very big AFC Championship game. But just out of curiosity, so we beat them in week 1 by 7 points. What about our second matchup? Oh, I skipped over it. So we destroyed them 30-8 in our second matchup of the season. So we'll see if that trend can continue. We go 3-0 against the Texans here and go on to the Super Bowl to take on whoever won in the NFC. And we will see here. And we are taking on Washington here. I want to see the score of that game because we destroyed them. It was a close game our first game, and then we destroyed them in game 2. What about conference championship? So we beat them by 3. So we just barely snuck by in the third game. Commanders won 14-10, so we won by 3, they won by 4. So now we go on to the Super Bowl here in this 2018 fantasy draft. So the Commanders are led by Bobby Wagner. He's on the team in real life. DeAndre Hopkins and Kareem Hunt, who's averaging 3 yards per carry, which, not that good, but they're 3rd in the league for rush yards. Their defense is very good, though. 4th with points, 4th with pass yards, and 7th against the run. So this game is going to be very defensive, I could only imagine, because it's 2 of the top defenses in the league going at it. Their offense, they are kind of okay with scoring. Passing the ball, they don't do it. Point blank period. So it's going to come down to stopping Kareem Hunt and whoever their quarterback is. I want to see, actually, because I think with the Commanders playbook that they have a quarterback run the ball a lot. So they have Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay, so we are taking on the Jimmy Garoppolo led Commanders here. Yeah, they have Trent Williams, who was on the team in real life. Doug Baldwin, Darrell Williams. I believe he was also on the team in real life, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm just a casual, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this team doesn't even look all that good, if I'm going to be honest. Maybe Kareem Hunt is just like the GOAT or something in this. That could be the case. But yeah, we will sim through this. Well, not sim through it. We'll watch through it in Super Sim. Larry Fitzgerald, we'll get him up to a 92 overall for this Super Bowl week. And his hat is levitating off his head. That's something, but it's cool that they have the real face scan in here. I saw that with a couple other players too. I think that's a pretty cool addition. Like I said earlier, I could only imagine how long this takes. So a lot of respect to the guy that made this roster. It's very cool. So we'll hop into Super Sim. We'll jump forward next quarter. See how the first quarter goes. So the Commanders score first. They go up 7. So at the end of the first quarter, 10-3. We'll go on through quarter 2 and see if we can tie this game up or get nothing going. So it's 10-3. Like I said, this would be a defensive game going into half, 10-3. So we tie it up, 10-10. Commanders get the ball back and do nothing. 10-10 going into the fourth. So in the fourth quarter, we'll just go possession by possession. We punt it first play of the fourth quarter. We'll go change of possession, see what the Commanders do. They punt it. Let's see, back-to-back punts. Can we go down and score? We do. We score a touchdown. We go up 17-10. We'll go change of possession here real quick, see what goes on. The Commanders punt. So we'll go play-by-play. This is our chance to close this game out. Jared Cook gets a 4-yard reception, pick up a first down here. Let's see. Oh, we are driving down the field now, and we scored another touchdown. That could be game. We'll advance, change of possession. And I did it a little too early there. We'll go change of possession. If the Commanders don't score, oh, that's game. Under 2 minutes. Yeah, that's game. We're going to jump in. We'll watch this Super Bowl celebration. We'll run a couple plays too. See how this goes with this elite team. We'll hand this ball off to Mark Ingram right side. We'll get a little cut there. You know, I want to get a throw with Drew Brees. We'll audible. You know, let's get Drew Brees on the move. Let's do some play action here. Let's see Drew Brees sprinting out there. Jared Cook, oh, wide open. And he drops it. Okay, maybe I could have thrown it a little bit better. We'll see if we can get Larry Fitzgerald here. He was the #1 target in this offense. Oh, Larry Fitzgerald still gets that. I forced that 100%. But we are going to win this game. Doesn't matter. We'll hand this ball off to Mark Ingram. Get one more touchdown before this game is over. We'll go over the top rope. Mark Ingram didn't have to do it. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be a Super Bowl win. See if Chris Boswell, the 96 overall, can... And, oh, he had it in his hands. Oh, that was so close. But yeah, that's going to be the game. This season was a success. I mean, we won the Super Bowl, so I would say it's a success. I'd imagine Drew Brees would be the MVP. I saw he had 3 passing touchdowns. So, assumingly he won MVP. I guess we'll see in a couple seconds here. And indeed, it was our first round pick, Drew Brees, winning MVP. Larry Fitzgerald won Offensive Player of the Year. Terrell Suggs won Defensive Player of the Year. And I won Coach of the Year. So we went absolutely insane with awards. But yeah, that is going to be the end of the fantasy draft here with Madden 18 rosters. In Madden 25, this was a very fun experiment to do. If you enjoyed, feel free to check out my other Madden 25 content. I have a ton up in playlists up on my page if you want to go check that out. And if you want to see more of this roster or perhaps other historical rosters, make sure to let me know in the comments, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot more out there as well. So if you want to see more, let me know in the comments. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching all the way into the end. I really appreciate that. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see y'all next time.